so-and-so said the other day. He said, the only thing that's real is debt. No, just think about it. They make up that money, print it out. No big deal. They loan you the money. What you owe them is real. And let me say this again, because it took me a minute for it. The money is not real, but the debt is. That's why, O Allah, we seek thy refuge from anxiety and grief, lack of strength and laziness, cowardice and niggardliness, and death and the oppression of men. Why do you think riba, they said riba runs you crazy. They've been ran crazy by riba. Interest. The people that run this world are riba orientated. The central banks around the world, you think I'm jiving? When this is all over, watch and see who has all the money. Remember we talked about the concentration of wealth? Yeah. And the concentration of resources? If you got money, that's why the Quran says that what zakat is to prevent a circulation, is what the Quran, of your money amongst the rich. Remember the old saying, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Okay. What America does is offer you a chance, at least they used to. You could come here and work, and you work. If you use the right goals, you can get up, you can touch the middle class. That's why all the immigrants, they come here and they look at blacks, they say, these people must be lazy. Why are they so lazy? When America's full of money. That's what all immigrants say that. Koreans, Arabs, everybody look at us and because they haven't been beaten down yet. They haven't been beaten down yet. They haven't had the whole system squashed. The system is here to the immigrant. He come, oh, you get rich friendly, you open chop suey joint, right? Oh, whatever it is. I watched the Vietnamese in California. They came, one house, it used to be 20 of them in a house. Then they'd buy another house. There'd be 10 in that house. Then they'd buy another house. And each time they spread out, they would own that house. And guess what? The Vietnamese start doing Negro nails. Why? Right? Why all the hair products places is owned by Koreans and everybody else. Yeah. But Negroes buy all the products. Because we've had generation after generation of sabotage. And other people, when they come here, they already know what they're going to do when they get here. But no Negro's prepared to drive a cab for 16 hours a day. He's not prepared to drive a cab 16 hours a day. But if you come from Sudan and somewhere else, you'll do that happily. Or you'll drive it 12 hours a day, you give it to your brother, he drives it 12 hours, right? That's what they do. And then they buy this joint and that joint, and pretty soon they're all in there. It's the same thing with Koreans, right? All immigrants lock in on something. So all the nail joints is Vietnamese and other people, right? If you see Yums and Lums and all of that, they got, can you imagine, all the Negroes in D.C. come from the South, and it ain't no greasy spoons hardly in D.C. It's all Chinese eating joints. And the Chinamans is cooking Southern fried chicken for niggas. Excuse my language. Right? We don't own nothing. Right? It's not that we don't have discipline. Now, suppose you're a businessman, though. You know why the police do what they do with me personally? Because in Oakland, in 1968, you've heard me talk about East Oakland Enterprises? Well, East Oakland Enterprises, that's what it was. I was the first young black to get rich. I mean, big time rich. But you know what? My friends wasn't rich. And they was all looking at me like maybe I was something special and something like that. They was working on their jobs and all that. So guess what? East Oakland Enterprise, the first and only African-American economic enterprise zone in America that worked. Martin Luther King went to Chicago in 1968, but it didn't work. It was an economic enterprise zone. In Oakland, for 5 years, it was not only the Black Panther Party there. They was there jumping up and down. But we was getting rich, and we made everybody in the town rich. They used to call me the mayor of Oakland. Why? Because I hired more people than the government, the city of Oakland. That's what they call me. You can call Oakland right now and say, hey man, it's Big Hank. He was running Oakland. Economic enterprise zone. Guess what? When the police finished with the party, they let us go. You know why? They said, this nigga here is going to sell everybody this and it's going to kill off the whole community. We didn't do that. We didn't fight each other. You go to LA, you go to any city, all the gangs and crews is fighting each other, right? Not in Oakland. Let's say, not in my town, not during my administration. No niggas was allowed to kill each other. The white man looked up in the early 70s and saw what was, he said, oh, you're trying to get rid of the Panthers, and this nigga here is done changed the whole city. So that's why I had to leave the country, because it was you know, where you can feel like your time is up. So I was watching this thing happen, that thing happen. I said, I think the white man is